Hello, everybody, and welcome to this presentation where we will be speaking about studying in Scotland and speaking about the University of Dundee in particular when it comes to studying in Scotland. So, very quick introduction. My name is Mish. I work at the University of Dundee. You can see my contact details up on the screen, so you can get in touch by email, by WhatsApp or by WeChat, whatever your preferred platform is. I would also encourage you to come and speak to us today. If you have any questions, please feel free to just drop in and we will try and answer those questions for you. In terms of studying in Scotland then, you will be able to see from the slide on your screen that 91% of international students were satisfied with their learning experience at a Scottish university. So that was from the 2019 International Graduate Outcomes Survey. Um, that's obviously a fantastic thing for Scotland to be able to say, in any university like ourselves that is representing Scotland. Um, in addition, the University of Dundee is really well known for its student experience. So when you combine those two factors, we'd like to think that you'd have a really fantastic experience when coming to Scotland and hopefully to Dundee. In terms of the city itself, the city has a population of approximately 150,000 people, but a very, very significant young population because we have two universities rather in the city, as well as a big college. So you can see that, there'll be a number of younger people and the activities that you can get involved in and things like that in the city are quite numerous for students. Um, Added to that, the city has had a lot of investment in the recent past, and that's probably why National Geographic and Skyscanner have hailed the city as a must-visit destination. So hopefully the pictures that you can see there on your screen of the bridge and the water, it's a really beautiful setting. And Dundee itself is a great location as a city, but also next to the water to give you that balance there as well. So you might be asking, where exactly is Dundee? And some of you may be asking, I know Scotland, but I don't necessarily know Dundee. So Dundee is on the east coast, so it's an hour from Edinburgh, and luckily for us, there's actually a direct bus service, express bus service from Edinburgh Airport to Dundee city centre, and then the campus is a very short walk from the city centre. You're talking maximum 10 minutes, probably less, and an hour and a half from Glasgow. We do also have a train to London, so you could get the train to London. It takes just under 6 hours, but we have a Dundee Airport flights to London City Airport, but that takes about an hour and 20 minutes. So it just depends on what your preferred mode of transport is. But we generally recommend for students coming from overseas anyway that you come in via a connecting airport into Edinburgh and Amsterdam and Paris and London tend to be the most popular and most common, crossover points for flights to Edinburgh. So it's very easy to get to Dundee, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Dundee itself as a city is a very green city, and lots of parks and gardens and green spaces. So there's lots of nature there to be involved in. But the fact that it's a city means you've got that balance of actually being able to spend time in nature, but also being able to be busy when you want to be. And if you want to be even busier, then as you've seen in the previous slide, we're not very far from the likes of Edinburgh or Glasgow, so you can actually get a train to somewhere that's even bigger than the city that we have. Um, One of the things I would definitely say is that you can see from the picture there, this is very close to the university, and that's the university campus is in a great location that allows you to actually benefit from all the local things that you can experience, be it the green and the nature side of it, or be it the fact that you want to go shopping and buy some new clothes or go out into the city centre and go to a bar or a restaurant. So you can do all of those things while you're a student at Dundee. So, a little bit about studying in Dundee, and we're fortunate enough to be one of the UK's top 20 universities according to the Garden University Guide. And in terms of our overall rankings and reputation, again, we're very fortunate that we have a very good reputation worldwide. So we're one of the world's top 250 universities according to Times Higher Education, but also the overall student satisfaction is something that's really well scoring. We were rated number 1 in Scotland, number 4 in the UK for overall average student satisfaction from the International Student Barometer, and that was out of 42 universities. So again, a very good experience there for you to be had if you do decide to come to both Scotland and to Dundee itself. In terms of our campus, you can see from the aerial image that that's the majority of campus there. So it is quite built up, but you do have some green spaces even within campus. So you can, switch off if you want to while you're on campus, but we've also got things like tennis courts there. So you've got those opportunities, to be active on campus, and to be quite honest, on a day, any given day, you're looking at around 12,500 students on campus. So while the university's sort of rough total population will be close to 16,000, on campus you'll find there's about 12,500 at any time. And the campus itself is a short walk from the city centre. We have accommodation, which as an international student you will be getting access to, sports facilities, all the labs and the teaching spaces that are relevant for your degree program. We also have an award-winning student union if you like to be involved in the students' union, be that as joining a club or a society, or just having a good time by going out and enjoying the facilities within the students' union itself. In terms of our academic schools, we have 10 academic schools, and what I'll do in the following slides is just go through those schools so that you can actually see the kinds of schools that we have and the kinds of programs that we offer. And that will hopefully help you realize if Dundee is a place for you. So the first school in alphabetical order is the School of Art and Design. So we've got various programs within art and design, both undergraduate, so your first degree, and postgraduate, so like a master's degree. Very creative things that you can do within those fields. If you like things like textile design, jewelry design, you can do animation, illustration, all those types of things basically. The next school then by alphabetical order is the School of Business, which is probably one of our most popular schools in terms of international students. We have really flexible degrees. So if you want to do the option of also having study abroad, for example, you can do that as part of an undergraduate degree. Or we have master's programs that have internships or work placements linked to them. So again, lots of options for you. So you've got degrees in management, in finance, in accounting. So lots of different options, marketing as well, actually, which is one of the more popular ones. So many things there in the School of Business. School of Dentistry, we have a really good ranking for dentistry, and we have a dental hospital on campus. So that's a very popular, facility, as you can imagine. And we have courses both for undergraduate dentistry and oral health, as well as postgraduate specialisms in dentistry, predominantly things like prosthodontics and endodontics. So again, quite niche areas, but somewhere that you can do those things, which not many places in the UK offers. We do have a School of Education and Social Work, so if you're interested in teaching, for example, one of our most recent courses is the MA course in TESOL, Teaching English as a Second Language, and a lot of people are very interested in that. So that's a great thing about that school. We've got a School of Health Sciences, which offers programs in nursing and health. Again, a popular school if that's something of interest for you. School of Humanities, things like philosophy, history, languages, if you're interested in those types of subjects, You've got some options there. They also have a very flexible degree and a liberal arts style program. So, if you're considering why should I study in Scotland over the US, for example, we have that degree structure that allows you to have flexible study, especially at the undergraduate level, which is where the US system was born out of. So actually, in Scotland, we like to say that we were the first flexible degree in the world. So that's a great option for you there. School of Life Sciences, again, one of our most well-known departments in terms of international recognition. We're ranked #1 in Scotland. We have a really good world ranking for life sciences, and you can do courses in biomedical sciences, biological sciences, pharmacology, those types of things. We've got a School of Medicine, which has a range of programs, including undergraduate medicine and then postgraduate programs in things like public health, orthodontics, and things like that. You've got the School of Science and Engineering, probably our broadest school. So School of Science and Engineering, you can do programs within maths, physics, computing, but also biomedical engineering, civil engineering, and mechanical engineering, as well as courses in forensics as well. And these are both at master's level and at bachelor's level. So again, great options for you across the board. Finally, the School of Social Sciences, so courses like law, psychology, geography, architecture, they all sit in social sciences. And one of the most well-known programs within that school is the law program, because we are very highly ranked for law, but also a lot of our law students go into employment or further study, 96% in fact, as you can see on the screen there, after they graduate. So lots of courses there, and we've got many more as well. So if you do have any further inquiries, please just let us know. Finally, then, to round up, what might our fees look like? So you've got some information on the screen there in terms of the courses. Now, what I would say is if you're interested in postgraduate courses, our website, which will be on the final slide next, you can go and look at those. But also, each course has its own individual course webpage with the fees on there. So you can definitely look at that. We do have scholarships available too, but they're not full scholarships. They are partial scholarships. But again, you can ask us those questions either later today or go on to our website and have a look at those. So I'll finish up there with my contact details. Again, if you want to get in touch, you are most welcome to, and my details are there up on the screen for you. And then what I'll very kindly do now is ask my colleague Shu to come on screen. She will then share her screen. She'll talk a little bit about the options that you can come to Dundee with in terms of pathway programs and pre-masters, those types of things. So studying with our international college on campus as part of your future studies, which could well be an option for you.
So hello everyone, this is Sue. I help in Dundee University to recruit in pathway courses. So the pathway courses at Dundee is called International College Dundee. So if you have any questions, please do contact me by email or WhatsApp or the WeChat. So now I'm going to let you know what is pathway courses. So basically pathway courses is that for students, international students, if you want to join Dundee bachelor courses, but your education length or maybe your grade is not as higher as expected or not as longer as what we required, then we offer you the choices to join our international stage 1 course. So at the international stage 1 course is that once you finish international stage 1, you'll progress to year 2, year 3, and year 4, then you'll graduate with a Dundee University bachelor degree. And in terms of entry requirement, you can see that I provided the entry requirement link here, or you can go on Google, just type ICD, International Stage 1 entry requirement, or just type ICD entry requirement. It will lead you to the correct page. So you might be curious what kind of course we offer for international stage 1 students. So as you can see over here, for international stage 1 students, we offer not just only the business route, but also engineering route. And also we offer like a life science route. As Mish mentioned, we're quite proud to our life science. And so people who are interested in biomedical, you can see that we also offer the biomedical science as a stage 1 courses for international students, and also like computing courses for the international stage 1 students, and also nursing courses for the international stage 1 students. So um, meanwhile, you do have some students are interested in law, like Mish mentioned. So we have law and social studies international stage 1 courses for the students. So just to let you know, like students who are also interested in art and design, don't worry, we also provide art and design that international stage 1 courses. Program like illustration or jewelry design is also offered for international students for trying to get a Dundee University degree. So this is just to let you know, like, we provide a wide ranging of the international stage 1 courses. And again, as everybody know, in Scottish education system, normally you will study 4 years to get an undergraduate degree, but sometimes your qualification might be a little bit higher than the international stage 1, but still not good enough to directly join the direct year 1 or maybe even direct year 2. So at Dundee University, we offer you international stage 2 courses. Once you finish international stage 2 courses, you're then connected to third year and fourth year. That is that you're gonna finish your bachelor degree in 3 years, then you'll get a Dundee University bachelor degree. So as you can see, you finish your 12 years study in high school. In some country, you may finish in 13 years or 11 years study in your home country. And then if your grade is good enough, you can join us for the international stage 2 courses. And then you will connect it to third year and fourth year. Then you'll get your graduation Dundee bachelor degree in 3 years time. So again, for the entry requirement, please do go to our website or just on Google type ICD entry requirement. You'll be able to click it on the first search result. You'll give you more information, what kind of qualification you needed for your home, for the each different country's qualification. So we purposely listed out for students so that you can know whether maybe you study in China, is your qualification enough to study in our international stage 2 courses basically. So meanwhile, like at Dundee University, at our International College Dundee, we also offer pre-master courses. Our pre-master courses normally come up is actually joined with the master courses, means that once you finish the stage 1 pre-master courses, regardless it's 3 months pre-master or 6 months pre-master, you're then connected to 12 months like a master courses, and altogether you will takes you approximately 15 months or 18 months to achieve a master degree from Dundee University. So again, we provide various routes. We provide business route, health education route, nursing route, energy, engineering, and art and design route for people who are interested to get a master degree from Dundee for these kind of route. So again, normally you will have to double check your entry requirement from your home country. So again, go to our entrance requirement website, and then you will be able to view like your home country's like a qualification, what kind of undergraduate degrees like a GPA or percentage you are asking for. So just to also let everybody know, we understanding to study a pathway like international year stage 1, international stage 2, or pre-master might add a little bit finance cost on your degree pursuit in UK. So we actually offer students range from £1,000 to £4,000 scholarship, depends on your country nationality and also depends on your transcript, your grade basically. And most important also your interview with us. So we do offer students like a between 1,000 to 4,000 pound scholarship. Meanwhile, we also offer students that who graduate from our pathway courses and then connecting to the formal courses. If they do a really good job, for example, if they study international stage 1 or international stage 2 and they finish their the first stage study with 60% above, we have to give £5,000 scholarship for the main courses. And same thing apply for the pre-master students. Once you finish your 3 months or 6 months pre-master study, if your grade is 60% above, we're happy to give you a £2,000 excellent scholarship to deduct it from your master tuition fee. So this is just like a brief ranking remind to let everybody know that we were quite good in these areas basically. So in terms of application procedure, I'm gonna to let you guys know I will briefly mention it, and if you have any more question, please do contact us or please do visit us in our virtual stand. So just to let you know, normally you submit your application, you will get your conditional offer, then you provide what's needed in conditional offer, you will change it to the unconditional offer, then you pay your deposit, provide your bank statement. So we issue an online class link, and you can fill in double checking your information, and later we issue the cards. In the peak season time, it takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks time for you to receive the cards. So once you receive the cards, you will have to submit a visa. Once you receive your visa, please do scan over your entry visa page, and do remember to clear the rest of the tuition fee in order to collect your VIP card. So just a final conclusion to let everybody know, just because you study at ICD Dundee doesn't mean you are different to main campus students. It's all the same. So basically you study in a small classroom environment, and then you also have experienced teaching staff, and then you also have the Dundee University campuses. Just because you study in ICD doesn't mean we separate you. And also most importantly is that you'll get one visa to cover all the study lengths until your graduation day. So that means if you study international stage 1, we'll give you 4 years visa. If you study international stage 2, we'll give you 3 years visa. If you study pre-master plus master, we'll give you 18 months or 15 months visa. So you don't have to worry about you need to extend your visa in the UK once you finish your pathway stage. And most importantly is that you have the same right with other Dundee University students as well. You get your student ID card to access the library, accommodation, gym, student union, etc. And you continue your study at the University of Dundee once you finish our pathway courses. And for students, some of students, you might have a relatively lower English IELTS grade. Don't worry, we also offer 6 months or 12 months pre-sessional English course. And don't worry, for the pre-sessional English course, you will combine with your whole course length. So that means if you study at Dundee International Stage 1, but you need to join 6 weeks pre-sessional, we give you 6 weeks pre-sessional visa plus the 4 years visa altogether. So you don't have to worry about you need to extend the visa after the pre-sessional. So this is just an example for you to see for students who study at our school, International College Dundee, what's their feedback. As you can see, it's quite diversified, a crowd, international crowd, and most importantly, it's actually quite diverse, progressing program as well. And they all feel like they've been benefit from ICD small classroom size as well. As I mentioned before, all the teachers also coming from Dundee University as well. Just because you study at ICD doesn't mean we hire a totally different teacher to teach you. It's the same lecture basically. So if you have any questions, please do contact me. I know it's a very short induction, but if you do have any question, do not afraid, do not hesitate to contact me. You can contact me either via email, or you can contact me via WhatsApp or via my WeChat ID. I'm happy to give you support. Thank you very much. That's the end of my presentation. Looking forward to seeing you at the virtual booth stand.